How's it going, ladies and bruisers? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Exit Corners. It's time for Chapter 6, Celsius. Let's get into it. I'm loving the expedience of these episodes. Maybe I should do more like 15-minute episodes. This is way chiller than the half-hour to an hour-long episodes that I usually do. It's real relaxing. I'm not sure if I'm clever enough to be of any real help. Don't say that, Ink. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. Ether had asked Ink to help her with a daunting task. She wanted his help in proving that Scent was not one of the 5 contestants. Ink agreed to help despite his growing suspicion. He figured he had nothing to lose in keeping an eye out of anything compromising Scent may have left behind. I know we can figure something out if we work together. Besides, you're the only one who's willing to cooperate with me. If you don't help, then... Hey, I never said I wouldn't help. Just don't get too hopeful. I don't even know what we're looking for. Thanks, Ink. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Let's catch up with the others. We don't want to fall behind, do we? After you. So there's a boiler room just sitting at the top of that stairwell? Yeah, that makes sense. The other contestants were scattered about the chamber. Liza and Beth were messaging their contacts while Ray was focused on the next puzzle. Ink approached them. You want something? Sorry for taking so long back there. Did I miss anything important? Did we get a new recording from Scent? Nah, no recording. No message of any kind as far as I can tell. I'm assuming the door's locked. How's the puzzle going? It's functional, but I have no idea what the combination is. Scent didn't leave a clue this time, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to work from. It's right over there if you want to see for yourself. Oh, it's already puzzle time? Oh no, it's one of these ones again. I like the negative space ones. Those ones are great. CDFKN, huh? I almost want to say we're supposed to spell something, but there's no fucking vowels? Yeah, there are only vowels. Exactly. It's got to be some sort of code or pattern. These puzzles are getting more and more confusing. They're sort of up and down. Yeah, this one's pretty FKN strange. I mean, without a clue. I'm not sure we're going to be able to solve this thing. Strange for Scent not to leave us one. So far all we know is it's a combination of 5 or fewer letters long, so that's a start. And they always seem to be thematic to the area that we're in, to some extent. What's the plan then? Or the thing we're trying to avoid dying from? Beats me, I'm going to mess around with the buttons for a bit. Maybe we should all work on it together. I'll pass. I'll figure it out faster on my own. I see, well, what about Beth and Liza? Do either of you have any ideas? I'm busy. Oh, Beth, do you want a hand with that? No, thank you. I can manage on my own. Oh, come on guys, we need to stop being so distrustful of one another. The idea that Scent is one of us is just ridiculous. Sorry, Ether, but do you have any proof that Scent isn't one of us? Well, no, but do you have any proof that Scent is one of us? Yeah, you're trying to prove a negative here. Concrete, irrefutable proof? No, I don't. Well then, neither of us can disprove the other's claims. So, oh please, it doesn't work like that, Ether. If you think for a second I'm going to do anything other than what's safest for me, you're mistaken. I don't care how little proof I have. I'm not going to satisfy Scent's twisted ego by playing Exit Corners the way he wants me to. Ah, paranoia at its finest. What's with that look, Ink? Don't tell me Ether's filling your head with this garbage. It's not like that, I just think that... Oh, I don't give a shit about what you think. I expected better from you, that's all. But like, how could Scent just be one guy? Wasn't that a little far-fetched? Too much work went into this place to be the work of a single person. You're right, this is the work of 3 or 4 people, minimum. That doesn't change a thing. For all I know, I'm the only person here who isn't in on this. Is that really what you think? Please, Ether, stop this. You're doing more harm than good. In case you've forgotten, Scent refers to us as contestants. So? It's just a name. There's meaning in a name, my dear, and I believe that Scent is telling us something. We aren't allies, we're opponents. Let's just continue playing this game, slowly and safely. Don't go wandering off alone, and don't turn your back on your fellow contestants for too long. It's the only reasonable thing to do. The others had nothing to add. Beth put her back to the wall and returned to her Gemini. Why does everyone have to be like this? Scent can't be one of us. There's no way. It's alright, Ether. Let them be for now. Why don't the 2 of us have a look around? Maybe we can find another clue for the puzzle. Alright. The 2 of them made their way to the tangle of pipes lining the wall and scouted together. Don't even know what we're looking for. I guess I'll just keep my eyes peeled for anything that appears out of place. Let's take our time with this one. We don't want to miss anything. Of course not, but don't forget that we have a time limit. 24 hours seems to be a long time, but there's no telling how big Exit Corners really is. That's a fair point, and actually, that reminds me of something. Excuse me for a moment. It's strange. Saint told us there was a 24-hour time limit, yet he gave us no way of measuring how much time has elapsed. My Gemini doesn't even tell time, which is pretty stupid. Still, that doesn't mean I can't use it to learn the time. Hey Sean, you there? What is it? I haven't managed to break into your room yet, if that's what you're wondering. No, that's not it. I was just wondering how much time has gone by since the first time I messaged you. About 2 hours, I guess. You guys don't have a clock? Or watches? Nope. What time is it right now? About 1 PM. Thanks, Sean. Remember, message me as soon as you manage to get into my room. About that, the door to your dorm is hella locked. Who do I need to seduce to gain access to your place? I think one of the janitors is legally blind and like 80 years old. You might have a reasonable shot with them. Oh, haha. Ink gets spicy for once. Oh, ooh la la. But seriously, why can't you be a normal goddamn sophomore and live with a roommate? Shake my head. You're a resourceful guy, Sean. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Let's hope so. Say hi to Ether for me. Ciao, ciao. Damn, 2 hours already. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Ink. Sorry, I get distracted. What's up? I think I found something. Ether pointed to a pipe not 2 feet above the floor. The valve on this pipe is loose. We could turn it clockwise if we wanted to. Looks a little warped. Maybe it's just old. All of the other valves along this wall are sealed tight. This is the only one that'll budge. It does seem a bit fishy. Might be onto something. Should we, turn it? I mean, sure, whatever. Ink thought he'd heard one of the other contestants chime in, but Ether was the only person standing nearby. He shrugged. Yeah, why not? Ink knelt down and brought his hand to the valve, accidentally hitting his elbow on one of the largest steel columns. Hey, don't touch anything. Ink snapped back to his feet. What are you thinking? You have no idea what's going to happen when you turn that thing. No, but we won't know until we try, right? Idiot! What if it triggers a trap? It might also unlock the door. But at what expense? I'd rather do nothing than be wrong on this one. Looks harmless enough. I bet those scanners in the other room look pretty harmless too. Which scanners? The ones in the elevators? Or do you not remember that we almost drowned? Oh, those ones. It all happened so fast. One moment I'm messaging my father and before I know it, hello contestant. Wait, what did you just say? What? Why'd you change the tone like that? Repeat what you just said. I was messaging my father and then Sent startled me, that's all. And what did he say? Hello contestant. Does that mean he knew which one had multiple people in it? That means he's actively watching. That means it's not a recording. Are you sure that's what you heard? Exactly what you heard? Of course I'm sure. My hearing's perfect. It's a pretty adamant claim. Still, this is interesting. What's got you so excited? Didn't you hear the same thing? No, there were 2 of us. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, about that valve. Don't even think about touching it. Too late. You turned it? Well, I was about to. Not half a turn in. It just kind of... Ray tossed what remained of the valve onto the floor. Why would you do that? There's got to be a clue somewhere, and that loose little knob was too suspicious looking not to touch. More importantly, the look on your face is priceless. You... Liza, before you start yelling at him, I'd suggest you take a look at the puzzle. Huh? It was difficult to read from so far away, but a message had appeared on the screen. 033 100 212 373.15. That doesn't help at all. And, why am I sweating all of a sudden? Are you turning the heat on? Ha, I knew it. There's our clue. Does anyone have any idea what these numbers mean? I'm sure I'll figure it out soon enough. Say, does anyone else find it a little hot in here? Yeah, I guess it is getting a bit warm. Say, Ether. Yeah? Why don't you make yourself useful and go prop the other door open? Oh, yeah, I can do that. So this puzzle... I'll do it on my own, alright? Just leave me be and I'll have it done in no time. Why are you so dead set on doing this alone? It'll be faster this way, trust me. You can't know that. What's wrong with you? Everyone? What's wrong, Ether? The door won't open. What? We unlocked it just a few minutes ago. It must have locked itself again just now. It won't move an inch. This is all your fault, Ray. The door must have locked itself when you turned the valve. So what? Now I'm going to solve the puzzle and move on. Hey, guys. What do you want? Ink clutched his chest. He found himself panting. We're gonna get cooked alive in here. It's like really warm all of a sudden. Can you save your argument for later? I'd like to leave this room pronto. I agree. I got a bad feeling about this. You think this is supposed to be a trap? Sure, it's a bit toasty in here. Maybe it'll get a bit warmer. That's not gonna kill us. Oh, really? And what do you know about heat, huh? More than you, I'll bet. So you know that hundreds of people die each year from excessive temperatures? Yeah, but that's not even... And I'm sure you're well aware that without water or air circulation, even moderate environments can be dangerous. But it's still getting warmer in here. It's still getting warmer in here. If the temperature keeps increasing, we'll be vulnerable to hypothermia. Once our body temperature exceeds 40 degrees Celsius, we'll be in serious trouble, so please, stop showboating and get started on the puzzle, will you? Fine, whatever. Let's solve this thing. Oh man, I don't like the look of this one at all. 0, 33, 100, 212, 373.15. That's very specific, 373.15. What do these numbers have in common? It's not a pattern, right? How much does that go up by? Like 67, 112, and then like 100 and... That is escalating differences. Ask contestants? I don't get it. What are those numbers supposed to mean? Let's just take our time with this. We'll get it eventually. We don't have eventually. It's getting really hot in here though. I'm gonna get out of here before it gets worse. I guess I'm the only one enjoying the heat, huh? Come on, you guys. Never been in a sauna before? I can spend hours in one of those. Hours, man. Well, I'm sure everyone is excited to hear about your love for saunas. I have a sneaking suspicion that they'd rather get out of this room alive, so... Why don't you get on there? Unless you got something to contribute, keep your mouth shut. Please, it's not like anyone else has anything helpful to say. Yeah, I have no idea where to start with this one. Let's stay calm and break the clue down. There are 5 numbers and 5 letters, so we can assume each number corresponds to one letter. Sure. So, what we've got to do is determine which number matches which letter. Yeah. Don't jump to conclusions. It's possible that some of these buttons are meant to throw us off. You think so? Maybe. That's it? That's all I'm getting? Come on, Richard. Man. Can I get more? I can't stop sweating. This heat is disgusting. Does anyone have any leads? Still trying to determine what these numbers mean. They're all over the place. One of them even has decimal places. That's the one that gives me, like, thoughts about what this could mean. Can't shake the feeling I've seen them somewhere before. 0 and 100 are pretty common numbers though. It's no surprise that they seem familiar to me. Even still, I find it strange too. 100 and 212 in particular, I know they're related somehow. What could it be? 100 and 212. Boiling point of water in Celsius and Fahrenheit. That's what these two have in common. I guess this would be Kelvin, right? That'd be the boiling point in Kelvin? No. Yes. But are D and N fucking temperature things? I mean, they might be, but I'm not fucking aware of them if they are. Can we try that? Let's just try N, D, so I don't know what those are, C, F, K. And then we'll just swap the N and the D. Okay. D, clear. D, N, C, F, K. Okay, it was temperature thing. I don't know what N and D are though. D, N, C, F, K? They're different units of temperature. I lined them up with their boiling points. In Celsius, water boils at 100 degrees. In Fahrenheit, water boils at 212 degrees. And in Kelvin, it's 373. I sort of guessed the other two, and it looks like I'm right. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. How did you know? I've never heard of the other two. What the fuck are the other two? I need to look that up later. That's the door. I think it's unlocked. Let's get out of here. Right. Ray started for the door first. As soon as he gripped the handle, however, he snapped his handbag. Ah, this door is fucking hot. For heaven's sake, stand aside. Without hesitation, Beth grabbed the handle and heaved the door open. Cool air poured from the neighbouring room. Beth held the door open with her foot as the other contestants, ink included, ran through. Beth hurried through the door herself before it closed with a loud thud. The damp passage offered instant relief from the grueling heat of the boiler room. Ink stumbled over to the nearest wall and leaned against it. The smooth stone was welcomingly cool. Still panting, he watched as Beth alternated between blowing on her palms and placing them on the cold stone. She must have burned her hands when she opened the door. Adrenaline trumps pain, I guess. It does, until it wears off. But pain lasts way longer, especially burns. Idiot! An angry Liza cut short Ink's moment of relief. Wait, did she just slap Ray across the face? Ballsy. I guess it's one way to get everyone's attention. You better apologize this instant. Heat? For what? You're the one going around slapping people. You almost got me killed. I made it very clear that nobody was to touch the valve. Of course, you had to go ahead and act like a 5-year-old. I don't know why I expected anything else. If I hadn't turned the valve, the clue would never have appeared, and we would be stuck in there. We might have been able to find the answer without the clue. We wouldn't have had to put ourselves in harm's way. And how do you suppose we could have accomplished that? There are thousands of possible combinations. At least you're saying that you already knew the answer. Sent? You think I'm sent? Where the hell do you get off? Spit flew from Liza's lips as she yelled. Instinctively, Ink took a few steps back, though there wasn't much room to move. You can't blame us for suspecting you, Liza. It was you who suggested that Sent is one of us in the first place. I can't help but wonder if that was to draw attention away from yourself. Nobody asked for your opinion, thanks. What's your tone when speaking to me, young lady? You've done nothing but mule and complain since the moment I met you. Heh. Grandma finally loses her cool. This shit's hilarious. Grandma? Only my actual grandchildren have the right to call me that. Beth's eyes narrowed, and her breathing grew heavy. Ray's comment had made her angrier than Ink thought possible. My. Look at you. You pretend to be all calm and in control, but really you're just a senile old hag. No wonder your son doesn't want to talk to you. What a silly reason to throw a tantrum. You best get our act together, Grandma. You... Geez, even Beth is joining in. This is turning into one huge mess. They'll be at it for a little while, I bet. This might be by chance. Hey, Ether. Ether, like Ink, had been watching the argument unfold from the sidelines. The infighting seemed to upset her, but she made no effort to intervene. Yeah? Can I talk to you for a sec? Is now really the best time? Yes, but we can't talk here. Come with me. Ink turned and began to walk back toward the boiler room. Wait, you aren't going back in there, eh? We need to talk, privately. There's only one place we'll be able to do that. But it's still boiling hot in there. I need you to trust me on this one, Ether. You do trust me, right? I do. Thanks. I'll make it as quick as possible. Ink shoved the door open with his jacketed arm, not daring to touch the iron with his bare hands. The room, while still muggy, had cooled ever so slightly. Walls, wires, and pipes were dripping with condensation. I guess the room's designed to cool itself after we solve the puzzle or something. Ether, exhausted, stared at Ink in confusion. So why'd you want to talk to me? I have a favour to ask. It's important. Okay, but why ask me here? I want to avoid someone. Even now I'm not sure how safe we are, but it's worth a shot. Be as quiet as you can, okay? Sure thing. Super quiet mode. Activate. We don't have long, so I need your full attention. Pay careful attention to what I'm about to tell you. Aw, man. It's about the thing that she said, though. Contestants, right? I think he gave away that he's actually watching us. Because only one of those elevators had 2 people in it. And I'm pretty sure he called us contestants. Whereas he called the others contestant. And there's no way he could have known which elevator would have more than one person in it. Which means he must be watching. Or he's a very good guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.